Alright, so for my last and final look, it's going to be this one. Now what I did with the piece, I kind of incorporated a couple of colors, just like the other look, but gave it more of like a collegiate type of like everyday vibe, you know, while still using the stuff that you picked up during the summertime. Now this winter, I do highly suggest again to do a high investment in gray, the color gray, especially this tone, this kind of like a heather gray tone. Now the jacket I absolutely love to death. It was actually modeled, or it's another piece that was modeled after Mrs. Fendi's daughter's closet items, such as the denim piece that I featured a couple of videos before. And just like that denim piece, it does have lovely little minimal details. For example, with this one, beautiful wool fabric. It also has beautiful structure to the piece as well. As you notice, the shoulders are a little bit squared off to just give that prominent, strong look. As you hold it, it does have a nice heavy hand to it. Not only that, is on the side of it, on one side, I believe it's on the right. So as you can see, on the right side of it, it does have this lovely, you know, this little Fendi embroidery over here. Again, just to give it that kind of like minimal aspect to the look. If you notice the lapel does have these little sharp like darts over here, so just to give it a little bit of interest, like a nouveau classique type of a feel. Now the knit that I have under the piece is lovely. It's all knit, which means that it's all hand done. It's a beautiful tone-on-tone type of FF scheme. Let me show you up close. So as you can see, this is going to be a turtleneck design. It's ribbed over here at the collar, so it gives you a lot of comfort in this area. But can you see this? Do you see like the kind of FF Zuka print just kind of like there, but kind of like incognito there? This all follows along with the quiet luxury look. This piece is absolutely lovely to have during the winter season, especially during this time. It does have that beautiful like cozy feel, which I'm so into. I love being cozy all the time. I mean, you know, I'm always cold, so yeah. For this piece, it does have a nice little D-ring, so you can attach things like keys, or such as the silver chain that I had on earlier on the pant. For the logo, it's going to be this leather embossed piece right over here. The denim itself is a beautiful indigo blue, and it has a contrasting brown stitching or orange brown stitching throughout the whole piece. And again, just to show you the bottom of the pant, when you do flip it over, it is going to have this this little Fendi ribbon over here, just to give it that little extra finishing touch. Now I do like to use accessories just to show off your personality. I have a little bit of punchiness on the inside of me, so I do like to use some fantastic pieces just to kind of offset the simplicity of the whole look. You know what I mean, right? So first, I took a hat. This piece is great. It actually has a Zuka print, so very, very classic, but it has these beautiful touches right over here. These are all hand-placed Swarovski crystals just to give that party polish to the whole look. As far as styling for the hat, I did opt to put it off to the side, just like this, to give it that kind of, that beret look that everyone's kind of doing right now. Yeah. Now for the bag, I did opt to do a couple of pieces. So first I'm going to show you the Fendi first. So I don't know if you guys knew this, but Kim Jones, our designer for the women's ready-to-wear, he actually made this for the Fendi. When he first started about 3-4 years ago, this was his first piece that was created for the brand. It does have this lovely uneven F set off at a bias at an angle like this. It's trimmed in a lovely gold frame. And then all of these pieces, they do come with coordinating straps. To attach the strap, what you want to do is, there's going to be these little tiny rings on the interior over here. So you just kind of like flip them out like that. Okay, so they're just going to click off. So there's two of them right over here, right over here. This piece in particular, it's made out of mink in a beautiful Tiffany blue color. Now the second piece that I'm featuring is going to be the peekaboo. The reason why it's called a peekaboo is because when you show the interior, it's going to be like a peekaboo, just like this. I opted for the Solaria leather. Solaria leather we've actually been using since the 1940s. And these used to be saddle makers, so they actually used to make saddles off of this leather. One of the stories that really resonate with me with this leather is there was a woman, I forgot her name. She works at one of the other stores out in, I don't know, Timbuktu somewhere. Okay? She was telling me, she's like, you know, Solaria is so classic. We've been using it since the 1940s. You know, like we used to make saddles, all of this. But when she mentioned the elite of Europe used to travel all the way down to Italy and ask the Fendis to make the things for them, that like captivated me. I mean, I actually am a history nut. I do study just history in general. I don't know why, but it's very interesting to me, I guess. Back in those days, yeah, travel was like a thing. Like having luggage was like a thing. Now this peekaboo is very, very special. It does have the white stitching detail just around the trim of the whole entire piece. Just to have that little special touch, it does have the python right on top over here. Whenever we do this, you're gonna see that the holes, you can't really see the holes in here, but then the holes are actually all hand punched, and then the thread is actually inserted to bind the whole bag together. It does have the classic turn lock over here, which I absolutely love. I'm not into zippers. I feel like zippers sometimes cheapen things, and they're really, really cumbersome. So when you're trying to like open your bag, like the bag like moves too much and you can't get to your things like readily. For the look, I opted to do these transparent, kind of like golden colored sunglasses. I think it really goes well with this beautiful knit that we have over here without taking away from the color, or taking it away from from you looking at the whole piece together. So just to do like a funny detail, I actually put the sunglass not on the top over here, not on the face, but I'm letting it hang on the jacket over here. I don't know why, I just feel like just because you can, and it's a little bit of fashion, okay?